What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Simon Tech once again. I have a ton of projects to cover that I really want to get out on the channel, including the Hackintosh, of course, Ryzen 7 2700 coming tomorrow, as well as an X470 board to pair with that, and the BenQ monitor LED. However, the news just never stops, and today we have some more cryptocurrency news, and that is going to be that Verge has announced a new partnership, a pretty large one, with a company called MindGeek, who owns some websites you may have heard of. Stick around. Welcome back. So MindGeek actually owns Pornhub, as well as Brazzers and Kotaku, which among these, of course, you're going to hear Pornhub primarily because it is a pornography website. So it makes a lot of sense to see a Verge partnership with Pornhub. But when did this all start? Well, a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, a bunch of Vergecurrency was moved, and a lot of people were getting very nervous. A lot of investors were getting nervous about this, especially in our Discord, which you can check out in the description below if you want to talk about cryptocurrencies, because they were announcing earlier or previously on the roadmap that they were going to be signing a partnership with a specific exchange, and the cost of listing with this exchange was actually quite a bit lower than the amount of currency they moved. The best I can assume is that this currency was actually moved for this particular partnership and not for an exchange at all. And what we see here is a pretty large partnership and a big move for cryptocurrency in general, as it provides both utility as well as an overall acceptance of the currency itself. Now, a lot of people look down upon pornography and porn in general, but pretty much any technology that's had a recent advancement has always been built on the back of pornography. I mean, the internet essentially is pornography from its very inception and was built around that for a very long time, and they're some of the most successful websites. So successful that Pornhub is ranked number 32 in the largest amount of hits on Alexa. So if you're looking at a big adoption rate for something like cryptocurrency, it makes a lot of sense to move towards that industry or the adult industry. I'm actually behind this. Now, where I start to have some questions is the choice of currency that MindGeek decided to go with. While I completely agree that you want a privacy coin, something like Verge, I think there are better options out there, maybe something along the lines of Monero or Zcash. Now, they do claim, because of the Tor integration and some other things, that Verge is even more private, but at the end of the day, Verge does have a rich list, and you could potentially, depending on the actual amount of currency, be able to track that back to a wallet, even if they've done it through Tor. And if you're talking about mass adoption, the amount of people that are going to utilize these privacy features correctly is quite low as well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword here. My biggest complaint is going to be the choice of currency. I am happy for the developers at Verge, and I'm happy for the holders of Verge, or the hodlers. However, I don't know if it's really a smart decision. If you guys go look through my channel, you'll actually see a Verge wallet fix. And that's one of the most popular videos on my channel. And that's because the Verge wallet breaks a lot. And not only does the Verge wallet break a lot, which is going to hurt, of course, mass adoption of cryptocurrency if they can't use it with all of their Pornhub purchases, but you also see huge security risks where only like about a month ago, which you can check out that video as well up here in the corner, Verge had a huge attack or hack on them that kind of mimicked something similar to a 51% attack, but ended up just being poor coding, which is pretty much worse, because a 51% attack would only mean that you're going to have, somebody that really wanted to spend a whole bunch of time and money to take over the network with miners. As opposed to that, it just had to be a few people that were able to exploit a portion of the code and take a bunch of Verge currency. And at this point, I think it was something close to like 15 million coins or something. Yeah, so the official loss now, that since that video, which I hadn't actually gotten the official numbers for, was 15 million coins worth about $780,000. And that wasn't done with a 51% attack. That was done through a vulnerability in the code exploited by hackers. So that's a little nerve-wracking too, because if you're going to have a huge partnership with someone like MindGeek and you have security flaws, then you're going to have a lot of issues. The other problem with that hack in particular is the way Verge decided to handle it, or the developers over there. Instead of admitting there was a problem and getting it fixed, they tried to keep saying there wasn't a problem, which just further exasperated the issue and decreased the price significantly. What's even more interesting is since the announcement with Pornhub, the price of Verge didn't go up, it went down. So the only reason I think that the price would actually go down is that there have been a whole bunch of people waiting to sell their currency. So when they went to go sell it, they put it on the exchange for lower than the current lowest bid. The concerning part here, of course, is that apparently nobody bought it, because if they would have bought at that lower price, it would have gone back to the original price, or the price before it went down in price. So I'm kind of wondering exactly what's going on behind the scenes there. Obviously, there were some people ready to sell immediately, and that's a little concerning. I don't know if that's people that are very close to the project or people that are further away from the project. However, all in all, let's hope that Verge gets a lot of their issues resolved as far as security and wallet functionality, so that cryptocurrency can have a good public face for cryptocurrency as a whole, and just show that it does have utility and reasons for its use, and we aren't stuck with yet another blow up in the public eye. I really am concerned about that as much as possible, and we're putting a lot of trust into the developers of Verge to go ahead and execute perfectly for us. And to you guys, good luck. I'm glad that we have a pretty big, large partnership going here between a, currency itself as well as a large website. I hope that we can continue with the project, or that you guys continue with the project and continue to improve upon it. And that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you next Tuesday.